What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 83 of the CHUMPcast. We dragged our hungover asses into our studio to discuss movies that actually deserve to be remade. We also listened to Mark struggle with the classes of the animal kingdom, and eventually, we review the newest Tomb Raider remake starring Alicia Vikander. For next week, we want your submissions for best underdog stories in honor of March Madness. It can be a movie, TV show, real-life occurrence, three dudes who just won't give up on podcasting, or anything else you want. Leave us a voicemail or text us at 847-920-6107 and you might appear on our next show. If you like the show, tell a friend. We always appreciate Apple Podcast reviews, and they do help us gain exposure. We have merch available through thechumpcast.com, and you can also shop through our Amazon affiliate link at thechumpcast.com/Amazon. We look forward to hearing about your favorite underdogs.
I showered today, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's...
God,
congratulations.
Delete that. I hate your guts a million.
That's a perfect intro. That's actually a great way to start the day, though, is when you shower.
Yeah.
By the time we're done with this room is going to smell like, just disgusting.
We are just hungover slime balls right now.
Do you know the reference, like where you see like a green smog of smoke when someone farts? It's from St. Patrick's Day. Hungover, drinking that green beer, you have visually green farts.
Eating corned beef.
80%
I didn't have any corned beef.
80% of Chicagoans right now are that picture of E.T. where he's dying in the bed at the end of the movie. Just hungover as shit. Hungover E.T. is 80% of all Chicagoans right now.
Known.
The river stays green because people just keep vomiting into it.
There was vomit all over the place when I was walking outside today.
All right, so I thought of a dumb story or a sitcom idea while I was at the bar yesterday called Bathroom Diaries. You start out in a toilet area, and then it's like it flashes to some crazy shit happening in the bathroom, like someone either puking their brains out, people are making out, maybe someone gets murdered in there, and then that's the beginning of it, and then it cuts to like the title page, Bathroom Diaries, and then it tells you how that happened. Basically, bar stories.
Sounds like Always Sunny, but
what happened to you in the bathroom yesterday?
I had one of those. What was Mr. Jellybean Rick and Morty experiences? King Jellybean.
Oh Jesus! You got
just
cornered?
Kidding. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. But speaking of Rick and Morty, dude, we have some of these sickest stickers of all time. We're passing out at C2E2. Some of these are nasty, dude.
Yeah. So for the listeners out there, if you're going to C2E2, come find us. AKA, we will find you, and you're going to get some of these stickers we have handing out. They are Rick and Morty stickers, but some of them, like Brick mentioned, are ridiculous. Like the rapey one with Morty.
King Jellybean licking Morty's face.
Yes, the rapey Jellybean.
There's like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Rick and Morty. There's a
Majin Meeseeks Rick and Morty, which is it's a Majin Buu Meeseeks, which is great.
Somebody in Taiwan is like printing these out and cutting them and shit, and they're like, I don't have any idea what this is. Just completely oblivious to the fact that that's a rape joke.
Hilarious.
Probably not okay.
Yeah. But the stickers are incredible though. So
they're great references to Rick and Morty. I figured they were just going to be like your typical Rick and Morty, just snapshots. They're all great references.
Dude, they have
to all the episodes.
They have a Super Smash Bros. Version of it with a bunch of characters in there. They have photography Velociraptor as Yoshi. Like they have so many references. It's hilarious.
Yeah, if you like Rick and Morty, find us at C2E2. We're handing out all these stickers. So
just find us anyways.
Yeah, come talk to us.
All right, let's get into our listener question from the week. We wanted to hear from you what movies should deserve a remake. So we get all these shitty remakes that nobody wants. But there are some good stories out there that have been poorly executed. Green Lantern. And I wanted to hear from everybody, and we got a shitload of responses on this.
I'm talking about.
Mark, do you have any before we get started with the listener responses?
Yeah, I do. Actually, our friends at Chuckload of Comics texted us. Chuckload of Comics is a YouTube channel, and they basically go over all the current nerd news, trailer recaps, etc. But they have an awesome YouTube channel. You should definitely go check them out at Chuckload of Comics. But they texted us and said it's a toss-up between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
Okay. Agree.
But I got to go with Mortal Kombat only because I want to see it more.
What if they combined like Mortal Kombat with like the creators of Saw and did those fatalities like brutal?
In the middle of the game, it would stop and give you the X-ray thing that they did. They've already got that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just do that in a movie.
Exactly. That's what a movie's for. You don't have to be good at the game. You can just sit there and watch people get fatality'd. to death.
That's the best part of those games anyways.
Always.
Every time a new one comes out, somebody will post a video of every fatality, and I just go watch that instead of paying $60 for a game I don't really want to play.
Exactly.
What did you guys think about the movies growing up? Mortal Kombat
They were sick for the time. They definitely need a remake.
For the first Mortal Kombat was
Holy
awesome.
shit.
It's the same song 12 different times, but with just like a slightly different beat.
I think we found our outro song.
I think I'm just going to play it underneath the entire episode.
Was that brilliant? This would be super intense. And quietly, did that just start the techno era? Like that was the first techno song of all time? Just assuming
I don't think it was the first ever.
It has to be. First known techno song.
I kind of take umbrage with this Street Fighter thing because Jean-Claude Van Damme, Raul Julia, that was a good movie at the time.
Umbrage, nice word.
I don't know. I'm thinking back Mortal Kombat.
Taking umbrage like Dolores.
I had some pretty deep feelings about Mortal Kombat back in the day, especially when you had Luke Cage at the hands of Goro. How did he kill him? Did he throw him off the cliff? He stepped on his sunglasses. And
first he punches him in the dick.
Not Luke Cage, sorry, Johnny Cage.
You're going to lose the fight if you get dick punched.
Yeah, he punched him in the dick. I remember that.
Keeping it up on board here.
His giant head and his eyes just cross.
Yeah.
The most 90s shit ever.
Yes. But how did Johnny Cage die in that? Right now.
Spoiler alert.
What?
Jeez, anybody who hasn't seen
You talking about Luke
Johnny
Cage?
Cage was killed by Goro in the beginning of the second Mortal Kombat.
There's only 2 of them. And then they did that TV show kind of thing on YouTube. It's actually pretty good.
Did Goro throw him off the mountain?
I did see that. That was sick. I posted on the CHUMPS a while ago. I was like, this is awesome. You're like, yeah, it's from 2008, dude. And I'm like, oh, sick.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Johnny Cage died in Mortal Kombat 2.
Okay, good
How
story,
did he
man.
die?
I don't fucking know.
Fuck.
I haven't seen that movie in 15 years.
God,
Somebody's
keeping it from you.
I guess they should remake it so we can see it.
That's the quick route to do it, I feel.
I agree, Chuckload of Comics, though. Yeah, I think they should remake those.
I don't think they can be done well.
I don't know.
We just talked about how it would be dope if you did a Saw version. I guess I talked about it.
You talked about it.
What I think is dope.
Well, speaking of dope movies, your sister tweeted us and suggested that they remake Spice World for some ungodly reason. I don't understand this at all.
Spice up your life.
I don't think she understands what made people like that movie in the first place.
I know I owned it on VHS because she owned it, because I guess now I own it. But I've seen it.
Amazing.
I've seen it, and I forgot what it's about completely.
I think it's about spices from around the world.
Why don't they have their own cooking show? Oh my God, spice up your life with the fucking Spice Girls.
Mel B's on America's Got Talent. She's going full blown crazy. She had a divorce, and I guess she cut a tattoo off of her arm or something. She's going full on nuts though. It's kind of funny to watch.
Wow, just seeing someone fully melt down
in the public eye. Yeah, that's pure Schadenfreude. Not great. We got a tweet from Tofty626, our guy Eric, who I hate. He suggests a Rumpelstiltskin reboot. Have either of you seen Rumpelstiltskin?
Absolutely not.
Isn't it creepy? Like a super creepy movie?
Basically Leprechaun, but instead of Leprechaun, it's Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin looking ass. That's amazing. Who doesn't want to fuck with Rumpelstiltskin? I feel like doesn't he a creaky, what is it, like a spindle of how do you say that? What is that?
What are you talking about?
You have a spindle and you're threading shit. You put that, you step on it. What the fuck? A threading machine?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm thinking about the sewing machine where you keep stepping on it and it keeps turning that wheel.
In case you couldn't tell how hungover we were. Rick just forgot the word for sewing machine.
Dude, okay, the quick interjection real quick. Mark and I yesterday, speaking of drunk conversations, we couldn't think of the word where you, what did I say? We took notes because we're like, this is the dumbest thing we've ever said. I labeled it combos with drunk Mark. What is that thing? Sudoku? Kama Sutra? Nah, the one where you kill yourself and you're a ninja or whatever. And then we were like, Ronin, Keanu Reeves? What is that?
You know the
what?
The Asian tradition.
The Japanese samurais, or 47 Ronin with Keanu Reeves?
Yes.
When you have the Japanese samurais or whatever they are and they kill themselves. What are those people called? They get on their knees, they take a sword and slowly just insert it into
disgraced.
Well, they're
captains.
Samurai. Are you talking about seppuku?
Seppuku.
I don't know. Is that the
type
of
what
samurai
it is.
that does that?
I'm pretty sure
that's where you kill yourself because you dishonored yourself or something.
Great. Now for making me listen to that, go commit seppuku.
I was close. I said Sudoku.
Sudoku. And I was like, Kama Sutra? I don't know. No, that's the sex thing. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
And then I thought they were all just called Ronins. What is Ronin?
I knew that wasn't
about
right.
Samurai.
What's a Ronin?
It's just a different word for samurai.
It's just Keanu Reeves, dude.
Can we get back to the show?
Sorry, we digress.
God.
What were we talking about?
I don't remember.
Rumpelstiltskin? Rumpelstiltskin was a good man. What movie is that from?
Oh.
Big Daddy.
Oh.
Great.
Can we talk about how in a promo picture for this, you included Spawn and everyone immediately got pissed at you? Like I warned you they were going to?
I woke up to 4 hate Instagram messages in the morning of people just like, Spawn was not a bad movie. Just like, okay.
For the record, if you go back and rewatch Spawn, it's a bad movie.
There's a lot of plot
trash
holes
thing.
But it's got John Leguizamo as that clown dude. What is his name? Vindicator? Violator? I can't remember. I never
Vindicators are from Rick and Morty. I'm surprised you don't have any Vindicator stickers.
But there's some Vindicator stickers in there.
Dope.
Teddy Mack is whack. My old co-host from the early days.
OG.
T-Mac. He wants to see the Spawn remake, which they are making. Todd McFarlane's a part of it right now.
Yeah.
And it's happening. I don't think it's going to be any good.
They're remaking Green Lantern too, aren't they?
I think so.
Supposedly? Or in talks.
The rumor right now is that they're trying to get Tom Cruise to play
TC.
Hal Jordan.
Oh, fuck.
Which would be probably a big misstep.
Yeah.
But DC's pretty much known for that. So
Never a misstep when it's TC is involved, all right?
All right, we got another submission here. Steven SESES says, wait 6 months, and the answer will be Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So a lot of negative Nanciness coming from that.
Little heat.
I have one to contribute on that front as well, though, because I'm pretty sure that Ready Player One's going to suck.
Really?
Dude, no, that's going to be awesome.
I'm getting pumped up for that movie.
I read the book a couple years back, and it was great. And I think it's just going to be bad. It's just going to be like an orgy of 90s references that, I don't know.
We love.
Appeal to your
that I'm immediately sold on. What are you talking about?
But it's not like that won't make it a good story.
And the visuals of being in... Oh, we played Mass VR. We are in Ready Player One already. We've already established that.
Are we still actually there in that warehouse?
I love that place. We're going back. We need to go back again. We're going back this weekend. Shout out to Mass VR.
Minus Mark, so everybody will be on time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I won't be there. Sorry, I'll be in Thailand.
My heart is breaking.
Doing Muay Thai. Training Muay Thai in Thailand. How do you feel about that? Right.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
If you tried to train Muay Thai there, you would get demolished. They don't go easy on you. Because you're a white guy.
I just want to put on one of those shorts they wear with like the feathery kind of.
I have some of those
tassels on them.
Oh, I don't have the tassels. They wear them on their arms.
Oh,
but I have some of those shorts if you want to borrow them.
I'm gonna be that guy.
They're the ugliest shorts I could possibly find. They were on sale. I'm like, I want those ugly shorts.
Like when I put on your boxing gloves, you're like, don't put those on. I put them on. I'm like, oh my God, my hand is going to smell for 3 days. Jinx.
That's like wearing somebody else's hockey pads. Like you just don't do that. You know it's going to smell terrible.
Yeah. I was drunk.
Nightmare.
What do you want to say, Brick?
I see the hamster wheel turning in your brain.
All right. So we had to pause for 20 minutes and Mark actually put those pants on. Hilarious. Now we're back. So sick.
All right,
thanks, Mark.
Showing off your bird legs, Mark. We got a response from Musa_348. 348. Shout out to our guy Moose. He says Super Mario Bros, which was included in the picture, so I don't know if we're going to give him this layup. But our friends over at Glitch Up did not like this response, and they will defend that movie to the death.
Yeah, Games Dean agreed with them. Just saying.
That movie's dog shit. But John Leguizamo seems to be like the recurring theme on this. Maybe we can get a remake of The Pest.
Yeah.
Anybody ever seen that?
No.
So he's a plumber and an exterminator as well? Or what's the deal? I've never seen The Pest. You just...
No. He's the clown whose name is escaping me. It's like Vindicator, Violator. I think it's Violator in Spawn. That's John Leguizamo.
The Violator as a clown? Creepy.
You had to go Diddler, didn't you?
I didn't say it.
You heavily implied it. Khaleesi of Pops on Instagram says Catwoman. And also bashed Halle Berry for her portrayal of Aurora Monroe in X-Men Storm.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
She's not very good in those movies.
Nope. She is not.
Speaking of
flies.
I agree with you, Khaleesi Pops. 100%.
Speaking of Halle Berry haters, Drunk Erica just walked through. Absolutely can't stand Halle Berry for some reason.
Known Halle Berry hater.
Sure, she's not. Okay, you can...
Drunk Erica is getting very testy. Very testy.
What did she ever do to you?
She was good in Swordfish, right?
She was good in...
No, she was just topless.
She was good in Gothica, right?
I never saw that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Wow. Shots fired. Halle Berry will have you on the podcast because you're 100% a listener.
You guys been drinking the hair of the dog this morning? Like, what is going on?
I have no fucking idea.
Drunk?
She's always McCourtney on Instagram tweeted with Over the Top. Do either of you know what Over the Top is?
Kind of, but no.
The arm wrestling movie with Sylvester Stallone?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Wow. Best movie of all time.
He literally takes his son to Las Vegas for like this arm wrestling tournament. It's hilariously terrible.
Why haven't we said Trolls 2, by the way? Or is that what you're, please tell me that's your...
You don't need to remake those.
We said bad movies that need to be remade, not
I didn't
awesome
know.
movies.
God tier amazingness movies. Okay, sorry.
Hans Ultima also on Instagram says Ender's Game. I did not see this. That's the one with
I didn't see it in here either.
Harrison Ford, right?
People
didn't see
love
that.
that book, though.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. And I don't know who this LeBron James asshole is, but he said Space Jam, and that's dumb because Space Jam is a classic.
I agree. LeBron James, get the fuck out of here. LeBron Games, get the fuck out of here.
So
He said Space Jam, get a real legend like LeBron to star. What a loser.
LeBron's not even in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. Soon he will be though.
No.
He won't not. He might be first. He might be testy a couple of years.
Maybe for losing the most NBA Finals appearances.
Known biggest loser of all time.
All right. Do you guys have your own submissions for this?
The Hulk. Every other freaking movie from Marvel is awesome. The Hulk is a known snooze fest. Terrible.
Which one?
I want them to just scrap everything completely and just go straight into that prequel to how he got on that Gladiator.
I would argue that the Edward Norton version was not that bad.
Oh, dude, it was super.
I
Blah.
bet if that movie had come out after Iron Man, people wouldn't hate it as much.
Did come out after Iron Man.
Did it? I thought it came out before that. The Ang Lee one definitely did.
Okay.
But that one was terrible.
I think you know
anyways.
what you're talking about. Fair.
I could be wrong.
But I tried to rewatch. They had this thing where you can go to the theater and watch all the Marvel movies in a row. People won't get past the Hulk. That's where you take your lunch break. You're like, all right, the Hulk, this is a trash thing. I tried to do it at home. I've been watching them and I just couldn't get past the Hulk.
I was going to ask you guys if you wanted to go to the 31-hour movie marathon leading up to Infinity War. That sounds like a terrible idea.
That's
all the Marvel movies.
And Infinity War is going to be 3 hours long.
Exactly. So you were already going to be tired of watching movies after 31 hours. You're like, this movie's going to suck ass. I didn't even want to be here anymore.
There will be somebody who dies trying to make it through this entire marathon.
Just me consuming Diet Mountain Dew.
Speaking of rooms that would smell terrible, that theater after 31 hours of fucking nerds watching shitty movies.
How many ounces
Not
of
shitty movies.
How many ounces of Diet Mountain Dew and how many Jimmy John sandwiches would I have consumed within the whole 32-hour marathon?
A liter plus a sandwich per movie.
Dude, that's a million.
That's a shit ton of Jimmy John's. And
you're going to leave and you're just going to be fat as fuck.
No, it's Diet Mountain Dew.
That's what happens when you go to a full-on movie marathon. You just come out 300 pounds. It's like, all right, well, that was fucking worth it.
All right, so your submission is the Hulk. Mark, what do you want to see remade?
We didn't mention the Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, we did.
We literally had a conversation about it.
Fuck.
You are the
even
worst.
You don't even listen to your own podcast. You're not even listening here.
You don't listen to it while it's happening.
We didn't mention Spawn. I know. We mentioned Spawn.
Well, one thing we 100% didn't mention, Mario Bros.
I gotta say, the Fantastic Four.
Yo, that movie is such a botch. Good call. Good call.
One.
All of the above.
All of them.
But they got Chris Evans his start in the Marvel Universe.
Honestly, the remake that they made in Arrested Development was better than the movie itself.
Seriously.
Daddy needs help getting his rocks off.
Yes.
I've got a long list of these.
Oh,
First of all, World War Z. The Brad Pitt movie was terrible.
I kind of liked it. Compared to the book.
The book is awesome. And it's so different because in the book,
you're such a book guy.
Yeah,
he's going around and interviewing these people that were a part of the war. And it's chronologically narrated.
Yeah. It's
so
based off of interviews.
Is it Brad Pitt in the book, though?
No, no Brad Pitt, which means the book sucks.
What? The intro to the book is like, oh, by the way, the main character, yes, imagine him as Brad Pitt. It's Brad Pitt.
That would have been the whole point is though Brad Pitt would have been one of the people that the journalist interviews and tells his story about it, and then they do an overlay of actual action scenes and you see zombies and shit.
You didn't like to see World War Z was one of the first 3D movies I think to come out. Maybe on
close.
Maybe on Blu-ray. Blu-ray it was first 3D. Sorry, I take that back.
Avatar.
Avatar was one of the first 3D. But anyways, did you not like that scene where all the zombies or
climb up the wall in Israel,
up the wall on top of each other?
That was kind of cute.
You didn't like that.
Nah.
All right. Next.
Howard the Duck 100% deserves a remake.
I forgot they even did that movie.
Same.
I made Drunk Erica watch that recently because it was on HBO. It is. Howard the Duck has sex with a woman.
It's kind of like Shape of Water.
I was about to say that. About to drop that. Hey, that won best movie of all time, right? Or this year?
I mean, except Howard the Duck is it's an actual mammal, so actually less weird than Shape of Water, I guess.
I'm pretty sure that ducks aren't mammals.
Really? No, they're birds. Sorry. I So hungover.
You can't even chalk that one up to a hangover.
I'm so hungover,
Yeah, you're
dude.
just a dumb idiot. Not even a hangover.
A platypus is a mammal.
We're not talking about Howard the platypus.
Wait. He brings up a good point.
Don't deflect.
A platypus is a mammal.
All right. I already mentioned Ready Player One, but I've got one that's probably going to piss a few people off. I think they need to remake Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because that movie sucks.
Wow.
I rewatched it a couple days
Erica.
ago. It does suck.
They don't get good until the third movie.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan's shitting on Harry Potter. He said it needs to get remade.
The first one needs to be remade. Sorcerer's Stone is bad. You don't even watch it.
You can suck a big bag of dicks.
Oh.
Get out of here, you Halle Berry hater.
Oh, wow. Whatever.
All right. For next week, we want to hear your responses. You can call us in at 847-920-6107. Our question is, in honor of March Madness and Sweet 16 next weekend, what are your favorite underdog stories?
Well, also, what was it? UMCB with that beating the Virginia first time ever in history. Shout out. That's
University
amazing.
of Baltimore, Maryland County. Nope, that's backwards. University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Yeah. So
by the way, coolest mascot ever. The Golden Retrievers.
They literally are Airbud.
Amazing.
Texas Christian.
The Horn Frogs. TCU Horn Frogs.
Get out of here.
I like
That's
the Horn
bullshit.
Frogs.
TCU.
Who likes frogs more than Golden Retrievers?
True.
What kind of psychopath are you?
Doesn't know what
A dog is a mammal.
At least you know
Are you
what that
just going
is.
to point out every time I mention a species, you're like, not a mammal.
Mark, known species.
A frog is an amphibian.
Is an elephant a mammal?
Ooh, yes, 100%. But
Yes.
he didn't know
It's
that.
got little hairs on it. Yes, it has.
It's
hairs.
got little hairs on it. It's a known mammal. It's got little hairs on it. That's how you know it's a mammal. Lock it in.
An elephant is a pachyderm.
Shut up. Shut up.
And your existence now. Let's go.
I also was the one that said the Japanese warriors that stab himself and commit suicide were called Sudoku. So
Yes,
we can move on.
It's a valid point. All right. So question for next week, your best underdog story. Doesn't have to be real. Can be a movie. Can be an actual story.
David versus Goliath. Natural. I just threw that out there.
Okay.
I just had to throw it out.
Way to take answers away.
Keep it in above board. Keep it in
You're a
above board.
real dickhead prick.
Hey, I'm just saying, don't give me regular ass answers like David and Goliath, like I just did. So fucking dope. Peace.
Cool. Was Goliath a mammal?
Good question. He had little hairs. No mammal.
He had little hairs.
All right.
Where did he have little hairs?
We won't get into it.
All right.
Creepy ass. Where did he have hairs?
Let's get into the news for the week.
Creepy ass. Let's go.
Scott Eastwood wants to be the next Wolverine.
Okay.
Do you guys know who Scott Eastwood is?
I know who Scott Westwood is.
Is he a mammal? He's the son of Clint
This is
Eastwood.
debatable.
I'm going to argue that he's way too handsome to play Wolverine.
So are bald people not mammals? Just throwing it out. We're going to
Can
establish.
we get
this.
off the mammal thing now?
Sorry.
I'm sorry I keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
Erica, is Halle Berry a mammal? All right, cool.
Sick question.
She's passed out. Passed out drunk.
So no opinions on Scott Eastwood?
I don't know who the. Oh, is it? Oh, that's Clint Eastwood.
Honestly, I don't see him enough in a main role. He's been in the last, 3 Fast and Furious movies now?
I think 2. But yeah,
he's had that side role. He's not a character
He's
that
not a
main focus
draw.
in any movie so far. So I don't know. I don't really have much to say on this.
Was Hugh Jackman a draw before he was Wolverine though? Probably not.
I don't know. I'd have to pull up his other movies beforehand.
I think that would kind of put him on the map.
Yeah.
Because you got to go all the way back to 2001.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he would. I'm not necessarily going to say he would be a bad Wolverine.
You just don't know.
It's just hard to judge.
Too tall, too good looking.
Because
Get
he's
on my
not Hugh
face.
Jackman. You know,
Make it Peter Dinklage.
It's a hard role to. It's like taking over the Joker from Heath Ledger.
Well, as soon as Tommy Wiseau takes over as the Joker, it's going to be perfect.
That was
He's going to be the best.
ridiculous.
He's going to beat out Heath Ledger.
That video was ridiculous of him.
Give him the Oscar now.
Lock it in.
Jeez.
Oh, hi, Batman.
Oh, hi, Robin. I didn't do it. I did. Oh, hi, Robin.
Mark, we got some DC news for you. Are you excited?
Go ahead. Yes.
You know how pumped he is. He's just staring at his phone. He won't give it to me, baby. Let's go.
Have you seen these set photos for Shazam?
Yes. I think we mentioned them last episode, actually.
Well, now we also see Mark Strong's character. Mark Strong
Okay.
as Merlin from Kingsman.
Is Black
Oh.
Adam going to be in this Shazam? or
I
no?
don't think he is.
Everyone keeps photoshopping that it's not a dumb photo. It's The Rock. Obviously, it's not dumb. That photo of The Rock where he's like ridiculously jacked. I think it was him on the set of that Mark
Pain and
Wahlberg
Gain.
movie, Pain and Gain. Everyone's just photoshopping his head on a Black Adam picture, and they're like, "Oh, it's The Rock on the set." I'm like, "No, it's not." But yes, I saw the on-set photos of Shazam. I don't know.
That costume looks terrible.
It does look terrible. It's not modern.
No,
it's not like a super. I wish they would have made it more like Henry Cavill's Superman suit. You know?
Well, DC botched it again.
Part of me kind of appreciates it because it's actual comic book accurate. They're not like painted on abs and shit.
But make the red a little bit darker and make
these are just set photos. Of course they can do all that in post.
Yeah.
When the first Avengers trailer came out, everybody talked about how shitty Thanos looked. And now in this newest trailer, he looks awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, the new trailer for that looks fucking okay.
Hopefully
which is our next news point. Woo! No, actually first, more DC news. Ava DuVernay, who directed Wrinkle in Time, is signed on to direct the New Gods movie for DC. So they're actually going to make a New Gods movie.
Okay.
What is Gods?
No idea why. The New Gods are like Darkseid, Mr. Miracle, Big Barda. Is that right?
Yes.
And there's one more.
Big Barda.
I can't think of the last one.
This doesn't make any fucking sense. You have the most marketable characters available. Like you still haven't done a good Batman movie since Dark Knight Rises. You have Superman. You have Wonder Woman. I mean, obviously we're getting sequels to all those, but what are you doing?
I don't know.
They are trying to
make a fucking Green Lantern movie that doesn't suck.
And be careful with Darkseid. Don't fuck that up. You know, build the universe a little bit more before you get into that.
Isn't that
what I would say?
Isn't that kind of what they're doing? They're expanding around.
Build the universe around Batman more is what I'm saying.
That's what
they need to get that right before they can move
easily
on to
their
that
most marketable superhero, right?
By a million.
I think they're fine with Henry Cavill. They just need to figure out Batman.
I love Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
But the news is also that Batman is supposed to start shooting next year, and they still don't know if it's going to be Ben Affleck or someone else.
I think they need to get rid of Ben Affleck.
That's
not because he was a bad Batman. I wasn't that fond of him. I thought his acting was fine, but just him as Batman, he's too old. And I think we mentioned this on prior episodes. But
he's not enthusiastic about it at all. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
You can get an enthusiastic person to play fucking Batman. Who the fuck wouldn't want to be Batman?
Apparently, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Well,
are bats mammals?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Good.
So let's talk about the Infinity War trailer. The second one came out. You know, every time a new trailer comes out, it breaks all these records for most views and shit. But more substantively, if that's a word.
Nope.
It broke the pre-sale records already for upcoming films. So that was broken by Black Panther, then broken by Infinity War.
It has to be Infinity Wars. Black Panther's part of the 10-year universe that they're building up to these movies. It has to be.
Well, and Black Panther's probably going to be heavily featured in this. We saw in the trailer
Wakanda.
Captain America is bringing Vision to Wakanda, presumably to hide him from Thanos because he has an Infinity Stone in his head.
Yep.
So yeah, it makes sense. But also we got a shot of Letitia Wright, and she was my favorite part of that movie.
When are you going to buy your ticket?
Probably tomorrow. I want to see this in IMAX the night it comes out. But we also got a new poster, and on that poster we see that Peter Dinklage is in this movie.
Are you shitting me?
The Dink making an appearance.
Dinkman.
Should we speculate wildly about what he's going to be? Maybe he's going to be Wolverine.
Wow. I don't know enough characters. I only know the movie characters themselves.
Chris D'Elia had a pretty funny post. He posted the new Infinity War trailer. He's like, look at this fucking poster. Look how many fucking characters are on this poster right now. There's fucking 40 characters on this single poster. Imagine if you were a character in this universe and you weren't on this fucking poster.
That was Jeremy Renner because Hawkeye's not on the poster.
True. And everyone's freaking out about that.
What?
And then there's all these photoshops now of everyone's head just being replaced with Jeremy Renner, which is great.
It is. Dude, that cast is incredible. In the preview, when I saw Chris Pratt arguing semantics with Robert Downey Jr., I was like, oh my God, this movie is going to be incredible.
I am fully here for the snark fest that's going to be
yes.
Peter Quill and Tony Stark.
Yes,
amazing.
Dude. So pumped.
In less exciting trailers, we did get our first look at Fantastic Beasts 2. We see Jude Law as young Dumbledore.
We see Hogwarts.
Creepy Eddie Redmayne is back. There is a lot of Hogwarts shots in this. Yeah, I'm pretty down for that. And Dan Fogler, who was the best part of Fantastic Beasts 1. Neither of you saw that yet, did you?
I have not seen it.
No, please.
You guys suck. Anyways, he's the big fat comic relief, and he's coming back for this movie, so I was pretty stoked about that.
We both didn't see it, so we don't care at all. Sick.
You should probably get on that, because we are going to be seeing the second one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go watch it.
Cool.
That was the worst cool I've ever heard.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool.
Nothing is cool about that cool you just said.
Yeah, you're the lamest person of all time.
That was kind of the point.
It's like me on the last episode where you're like, are you Catholic? I'm just like, yeah, whoa. Yeah.
All right, let's get into the best man alive. Rick, do you have anybody for me?
I have two. One of them is the best. Woman Alive, Veronica, birthday is hers, right?
Happy
Known
birthday,
listener.
Veronica.
Shout out to Veronica. What up, girl?
Happy 30th birthday.
I think she's 29.
She's
Known
30.
she's never going to be 30. She's always looks 29. That's
weird
the cutoff.
because I was at her surprise party and there were these big balloons in the shape of a 3 and a 0. Maybe she's 3.
Hey, you missed the point.
Typo.
Typo and balloons. Okay.
And then my other one is Little Dicky and Chris Brown. That shit. They came out with a show or a song, Freaky Friday. Actually, super good, catchy, and like it tells you a story. It's funny. It's good.
All of his music videos are awesome.
They're awesome.
He's hilarious.
Little Dicky.
All right, Mark, what do you got?
You got to give it up to Loyola Academy.
Woo!
The Loyola Ramblers just hit their second buzzer beater. This one was to beat Tennessee.
A two-time.
In the NCAA tournament. The one prior was to beat the University of Miami. So Chicago is getting pretty hyped up. People are turning their heads. I don't know what's going on with Loyola. I'm pretty stoked to see what they do in this tournament.
I didn't think they were going to make it this far, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get smoked in the Sweet 16, which is fine. Still a good story. Have you seen all the pictures of that old nun that like does their scouting?
No.
Sister, I think, what's her name? Sister Jean. You know for a fact, like the internet is falling in love with her right now, but there's some people at home that went to Loyola. She was 100% that nun that was like beating people on the hand with a ruler because they were talking in class. I can't wait for those stories. The internet ruins everything and I'm just waiting for that to come out.
Thought you were trying to be more positive.
You're not my dad. I'm hungover. Fuck you.
Well, you know.
Yeah, and I'm super hungover. I think I said Academy. That's where my dad went to high school.
Loyola University.
University. Yeah, I'm so
Loyola
hungover, dude.
Yo, my dad went to Loyola Academy. I'm pretty
Really?
sure.
Sweet. When there was no girls. It was just all boys.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
My best man alive is NFL legend Jim Brown.
Woo.
He found Stan Lee's missing dog.
Oh, what?
Wow. So not only is he a badass on the football field, he finds and returns dogs, which would make him anyone's personal hero. Can you imagine Moose running off and him being returned by NFL Hall of Famer Jim Brown?
Oh, first of all, is the dog a mammal? Obviously, sorry. Not.
Thanks for pointing that out.
But
Appreciate it.
Second of all, news on that from like a month ago. That dog Taco that was lost in Krisky's building was found, and a Uber Eats driver took it. And
I heard it was a misunderstanding or something.
Okay.
Hilarious.
I would love to see you try to defend that in court.
Yeah, well,
I thought
Taco's
it was
been found. Taco's been found, so
good.
Just wanted to give everybody a nice little happy.
I always like the Best Man Alive updates.
They're great.
Thank you for that. Is that positive enough
Yeah,
for you?
that's good enough.
Fucking asshole.
Okay, great.
All right, should we get into Tomb Raider now?
Womb Raider? Another joke.
Wow, let's do it, I guess. Are you going to leave because you didn't see the movie, Brick?
No, I saw it.
Let's see how long you can keep up this
How?
facade.
Where'd you see it? At
11 o'clock.
Webster?
Yeah.
Really? You're a liar. Such a liar.
No, I saw it.
I just looked at it.
So they're not always right. But I want to give this movie, I'll start it out. First of all, 10 out of 10. It was incredible.
You didn't see it. You didn't see the movie.
That's how I know you didn't see it, is because you gave it 10 out
No,
of
it
10.
was brilliant. Alicia was beautiful the whole time, and she was awesome as Laura Croft, and just got to give her props. Go ahead.
Shut up. So this has got a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, 73% from fans, directed by a guy named Roar Uthog, who has brought you no movies that you've ever seen.
Roar?
He's foreign.
R-O-A-R?
Rar.
Sick first name. Wow.
Probably means something different in like Dutch or whatever.
Yeah, well, known he's the best director of all time because this movie was incredible.
Estimated $94 million budget. Grossed about $54 million worldwide so far. 75% of the sales for this are coming in from overseas. Nobody in America is going to see this.
Nobody.
And it still couldn't beat Black Panther, which has been out for like a month now.
I was at a show at 9:30 on a Friday night. Me and two other people were the only people in the theaters.
We forgot about this movie 3 different times when we were talking. Like, what movie were we seeing again? Like Tomb Raider. Dude.
For sure. I feel like we're still in this lull until mid-year, like early, probably mid-spring. Once Infinity War comes out, or maybe even Ready Player One, then there's like a slew of good movies. Because we'll get to see Deadpool 2 and a bunch of other shit too.
Hell yeah, I'm pumped.
I don't really know what to say about this movie. I guess we'll do what we liked and what we didn't like.
Let's go. First of all, let's just go ratings, and then we'll go into some shit.
I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. Mark, just real quick, and then we'll go into good.
I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10.
Okay, well, I'm giving you a 10 out of 10, obviously, amazing. So.
I hate you.
So
10 out of 10 because you didn't have to go see it.
Go ahead. What'd you like? What'd you dislike?
I liked that it was grounded in reality. It's kind of the opposite of the Angelina Jolie movies where she was like beating up 12 dudes at once.
Running and gunning.
Yeah, it's not that. Alicia Vikander does an excellent job. Just I don't know, the writing couldn't make me care about any of these characters. She's a normal person. She's kind of a badass, but she's not over the top.
She has failures.
Yeah, she gets beat up by a girl in the beginning.
Her name's Alicia?
Alicia Vikander.
I thought you said Alicia in the...
You know what? We're all pretty hung right now.
Just saying. I was confused. Like,
look, all that matters is she's a mammal. It's fine.
Known mammal. She's got hair.
Walton Goggins is okay as the bad guy. He's the super creepy dude from Hateful Eight and a bunch of other stuff. He's usually a really good actor and a great bad guy. And this, I just didn't give a shit about it.
He's also pretty great in Vice Principals.
Yes. He's full-on crazy person.
Oh, that guy is psycho. Yeah.
He's fine, and he has clear motivations. Like, I get it. He's trying to get out of there so he can go see his kids and shit. But other than that, there is nothing of note to talk about in this movie. Mark, what did you like about this, if anything?
There were a couple scenes I didn't mind.
Were there any cool action sequences? Like,
there were a couple of cool chase scenes, but not.
Yes, the
really.
bike scene was fine. It was okay,
but it was just fine. It wasn't like, oh shit, that was awesome. There was no part of this movie where I was like, fuck, that was dope.
Yeah,
you need that in a Tomb Raider. That's the whole point, I feel.
The villain in the movie, Walton Goggins, he was okay. We just don't really get any background into why he's, well...
All you know is that his boss won't get him off that island until he finds what they're looking for.
He's your stereotypical villain, I guess.
Pretty much.
Daniel Wu was in it.
Woo!
His acting isn't great, but I didn't mind him in the movie. I wish we would have seen a little bit more of him. Why are you laughing?
Oh, because all we're doing is talking about, I didn't mind it. It was fine.
That's exactly what this movie was, though.
Tomb Raider, it's fine.
Here's how I sum it up, though. I liked it better than The Mummy with Tom Cruise.
That is such a low bar to clear.
I feel
that's like limboing under a field goal post.
These movies are...
You're just walking underneath it.
You could throw these movies into the same bucket, though. And The Mummy was bad, but this wasn't as bad as The Mummy, so...
How do you make it better?
That's a good question. I think the action scenes needed to be better. I do like that they didn't force some shitty romance on her because that's not Laura Croft.
That's not Laura Croft. Laura Croft,
Croft.
Bad bitch. I'll tell you how they make it better. You fucking add in Drake from Uncharted. Get that whole world going. You build a universe between Tomb Raider and Uncharted and make a video game type of universe and have those people collab. And that'd be awesome. If Laura Croft came across Drake from Uncharted, I would lose my shit.
Well, we know you love that because you would just love any video game reference that just gets thrown in together.
No.
But what they need to do is, unfortunately, they're going to have to keep doing these movies because this was your typical origin story. She's using a bow and arrow throughout it. She's coming to realize what has truly happened with her father and gets more of her background. And at the end, we find, should I be spoiling it right now? No, don't spoil it.
I don't think we're going to spoil this.
And you know they're going to do a sequel to this.
I thought it was very predictable all around. The bow and arrow thing kind of killed me. Like, I get it. It's trademark Laura Croft, but it's like one shot, one kill, done. At the end, she points it at a guy in a helicopter like it's going to stop him from pulling away in a helicopter. It's just fucking stupid. Yeah. It took way too long to get into the action story for this movie. Just a total snooze fest. I went to see this in the middle of the day. I was almost falling asleep.
How was Alicia as Tomb Raider, though? How was she as Laura Croft?
Totally fine. She's a good actress, but the writing was bad. So it's a bad movie.
So that's a problem without spoiling this, because my problem with this movie were specific scenes and how they were doing things. I'll mention one thing is a lot of the sets that they had, I was just not sold on them. There were some set scenes you can tell where Lara Croft was on this island where she's doing all the Tomb Raider stuff, but I was just not set on the set because it looked like they literally went into like a forest preserve here in Illinois, fucking cut out a bunch of trees and just threw a couple boulders down, and that was it.
Could have better sold on that. Hell yeah.
What did they do with this $94 million budget?
I don't know.
They didn't have any really big name actors, so they didn't have to. I don't get it. I don't know.
And there were some. The one I'll mention this to you, Ryan. This won't be spoiling it, but with the ice pick at the end, that one scene just bothered the fuck out of me. I don't want to spoil this movie, even though it really doesn't matter because I don't think a lot of people are going to go see this movie no matter what.
Brick, you asked me what I thought of Alicia Vikander. She would have done a lot better in this movie if she hadn't screamed like a toddler through half of it.
Yeah.
Like every time she falls, she's like, ah! Just fucking terrible.
God, that sounded like
they
a nightmare.
shoehorned some puzzles in to remind you that it was a video game movie, but none of them were any good.
They didn't make you think at all.
No.
There's no mystery involved?
We were just supposed to understand that she knew what she was doing and just be okay with that.
She's just like this badass Rubik's Cube solver.
Yeah,
but they didn't even explain what she was doing to solve the puzzle.
Yep, exactly.
That's the kind of how the video games were too. Like when we played at PAX, when the Tomb Raider game came out a couple years ago, Will was playing it, and he literally just like, he was behind cover and he had two guys shooting at him, and he just like stood up and just like the bullets like didn't hit him. They like just missed him like a lot. He just like stood there, just kind of like
troopers,
like a walk through. It was like a walkthrough, basically. Just like, that's why I feel like sometimes Tomb Raider can be super linear. The puzzles are like kind of too obvious. Is what it is.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this. Even after movie passing it, it was just like, that was kind of a waste of time.
I was so pissed off. By the way, AMC River East in Chicago just no longer accept movie passes.
I don't think any AMC does.
Because Movie Pass couldn't keep up with their higher pricing. So, of course, I was at the window like, what the fuck?
We all knew that was coming.
That was before you even bought that. You're like, yeah, all AMCs are actually going to be out of that.
Yeah, that
was months ago.
It was just too good to be true, right? But that doesn't make sense, though, because you said there were 3 people in your movie theater.
I know.
For movies like that, they should absolutely discount it. It's like, Travelocity and all those websites. They sell their product by saying there are open hotel rooms. You can make money by discounting them and selling them to people. It's the same fucking concept.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny if they started doing that in movie theaters. You go up to the ticket window and they're like, oh, well, you wanted to go see Black Panther tonight? It's $15. However, if you want to go see Tomb Raider, it's only $8.
If you want to see this trash movie?
Basically saying, if you want to see this trash-ass movie,
it's supply and demand. It's fucking simple economics, man.
It could work, but it's going to be very, make a lot of people skeptical on going to see the movie if they start discounting these movies.
That would never work just because the movie... Never mind.
All right, Mark, I have 2 final...
I'm crashing, boys.
Mark, I have 2 final questions for you.
What?
Number 1, what was the level of jackness in this movie?
Ooh. Oh my God. The first scene, I'm going to spoil a little bit, but you mentioned it too. She loses a fight. She's doing some MMA type stuff in a ring, but she's just wearing a sports bra and her abs are shredded. So she is pretty shredded. She is ripped. I don't know if they did any visual effects CGI stuff with her body, but if that was really her, she is shredded in this movie.
If she had competed in that bodybuilding competition with you in your weight class, she would have won.
Yeah. I don't know how her lat spread would have been, but
fucking hilarious.
What is her? Give me a front crab. All right, Mark. Did this quell your bloodlust?
Absolutely not.
Was there enough murder for you?
No.
Okay. I didn't think there would be, but I wanted to make sure.
I wanted to see her take that ice pick and just fucking throw it at.
Just keeping it above board. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I think that about wraps up Tomb Raider then. So don't go see it.
Don't go see it.
I do really think they need to make a porno called Womb Raider though. That's fucking hilarious.
I think they probably have.
All right, now we're gonna do a Google search on Womb Raider and see what comes up.
I would put the over under at 1.5 Tomb Raider porn parodies.
Okay. All right, let's actually do a Google search soon.
All right, let's get into the recommendations for the week. Brick, do you have something for me?
Sneaky Pete, y'all. Season 2 came out. About a con artist. Bryan Cranston was in the first season. I think he's in the second season too, but what's his name? Giovanni Ribisi.
Known Scientologist. Also not a mammal.
Known. But he is awesome in this. He's such a con artist and it's like slimy, but he just like, his hustles are out of this world. So check that out. Amazon Prime only, I think.
Correct.
Season 2 just came out like maybe last week. I've been locked in on it. Super good. Also, PUBG, obviously. Keep playing PUBG. I just got Krisky and McCourt, aka you'll find All Day BK and Sean Dong Silver on Xbox. Is that not the best gamer tag of all time? Sean Dong Silver. Shit's hilarious. Play PUBG, y'all. We out here.
Mark, you got anything?
So there's this Instagram called Games Dean. We're pretty deep into PUBG right now. Smithers, you're extremely deep. Squirrel. You're extremely deep, Smithers, having been sick a couple days ago. And I think you played for about 6 hours and Erica was almost going to lose her mind. But
she's not happy when I play video games.
Kelly hates when I'm playing PUBG. She'll walk in the room, she'll know I'm playing PUBG, and she'll already assume it's going to be a 30-minute game and just start freaking out at me.
Which is ridiculous because you get murdered immediately.
Yeah. He's just sitting there while the whole team comes out.
Anyways, go check out this Instagram, Games Dean. It's actually G4MESDEAN. Games Dean has the best PUBG clips there are.
Known.
I was checking some of this shit out. I don't even know how some of these clips came to be, what these people were doing.
I saw a clip on there that had Clubber Lang, one of the guys who plays consistently. He had 10 kills as like alone. He was it was insane. And like
our entire team got slaughtered, and then he's just killing everybody.
It was insane. People were like jumping in front of his bullets. That's like what's going on here.
Do you guys remember G4? I missed that.
Yeah, I do remember
the TV
G4.
channel.
Yeah,
it was great. I guess there's not really a need for it anymore, but when they used to do San Diego Comic-Con coverage, it was a week straight. They did that, and they did E3. I miss that shit.
Maybe Games Dean should talking with G4 again. Get that little
G4
license
doesn't
going.
exist anymore.
Exactly. They need to get back with Games Dean.
But now everybody just has YouTube channels.
But it's the G4. Yeah, all right, cool. Peace.
I tried starting to watch a bunch of stuff. I tried watching that Jared Leto movie, The Outsider. It's boring and bad. I tried watching season 2 of Jessica Jones. It's boring.
Damn.
I just kept going through movies and I couldn't find shit on Netflix. So I just went back to iZombie because there are, I think, 3 or 4 seasons of it on Netflix. This show is awesome. It sounds super campy and cheesy. It's loosely based on a comic book, an old Vertigo comic book, but the show is really campy and kind of cheesy at times, but I don't care. It's great. The writing is excellent. The acting is mostly bad, but I don't care. It always ends in cliffhangers and it just kind of keeps you guessing. It's not very predictable and I love it.
Amazing. That sparked a weird remake that I want to be made. I don't know how this correlated at all. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Needs to be.
They are remaking that.
Are you shitting me?
We talked about it on this show.
Hell fucking yes. I don't listen either, so it is what it is.
You know what I think they need to remake? Spawn.
Kill. 100%. We didn't talk about this earlier. All right, cool.
I don't have anything else. You guys want to close this shit out?
No, I have one more recommendation. Mass VR, go fucking do it. It's incredible. All right, peace.
Yeah, we're going back next week.
And Brick actually wrote a review. By the time you guys are listening to this episode, we will have a Mass VR review, a post on our website, thechumpcast.com. Go check it out.
You should call and leave us a voicemail or text us with your favorite underdog story.
Oh, yeah.
From real life or movies and TV. That number is 847-920-6107.
Look at you. It was already.
I almost have it memorized.
Whoa.
And also, you can text us what is a mammal that a lot of people don't think is a mammal. Like a platypus, for example.
Like a duck. Damn it, dude.
That's a great question. What is a mammal?
It isn't. People know this. This is known information by kindergartners.
Text in your favorite mammal for next week.
Yes.
Your favorite mammal. Perfect.
Or just call Mark an idiot. That'd be fine, too. We like those texts as well.
Also fine.
All right. This is probably the most hungover we've been on a podcast in a while, but
buzzing.
It's the day after St. Patty's Day. That's how you got to do it.
Yo,
here in
peace.
Chicago. All right, guys. Till next time. Chumps out, motherfucker.